Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, guys, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Justin Verlander is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he does like to throw the curveball, and it's one of those 12-6 curveballs, a big downward break. We'll see how much break he has in this one.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it to the shortstop. Actually, anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
First pitch, 1-11.
Verlander gets the sign. Here it is on 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. High and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Maben at the track. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll pull in there with a double to start out the ball game.
Boy, that's an ideal start to the afternoon right here. If nothing else, you want to let this pitcher know that you mean business. And I think this is going to get his attention right away as he kicks things off with 2 bases.
Jason Kipnis will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Maben on the run. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Yeah, and even though this bounces over the wall, I don't think it would have made any difference one way or the other. I kind of doubt he would have been thinking about going for 3, and the runner was going to score anyway without a problem.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Maben is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Mike Napoli.
Settling in now, Mike Napoli. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the runner's breaking for third. Hit on the ground to short. Iglesias is up with it on to first, and there were 2 down. Michael Brantley gets his first shot now, trying to cash in with a runner at third and 2 gone.
Yeah, and all he needs to do here is find a hole anywhere.
Hard hit ball to second. Kinsler's there for it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Tribe get 1 on the double by Kipnis. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they're already down by 1 after the top of the first, so you've got to get yourself right back into this ball game. Punch back a little bit and see if you can get your crowd back in it.
Corey Kluber is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, this is somebody you've got to get up in the zone. His out pitch is the sinker ball. And if he's working that thing down, it's going to be a long game for the hitters.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And he is safe as he legs it out. My gracious, an inside the park home run.
Into the box, Cameron Maben, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Well, for me, it's a little surprising so far that as good as these two pitchers are, both of them have had trouble in the very first inning.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Miguel Cabrera steps into the box. First offering on its way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. 2 down.
Batting fourth,
Victor Martinez gets his first opportunity now, trying to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park, all tied at 1-1. Jose Ramirez makes his
Ramirez.
grounded to the right. Kinsler showing off his range. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
Ronnie Chisenhall stands in for the first time. Verlander's ready. Here's the first pitch. Too high, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Maben sprinting after it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. J.D. Martinez.
Leading off for the
Strides into
Tigers.
the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 1-2. Hit in the air to center field. Under it is the center fielder. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And this is one of those guys that throws what you call a heavy sinker. Normally he's going to get a lot of ground balls, but he leaves this one up in the zone. And I think he's lucky that this ball didn't get hit farther than it did.
And a fastball. 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Nick Castellanos will be next. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And it's full now. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
Batting 7, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. James McCann set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 2 full, all tied at 1-1. Number 30 steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
And you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Carlos Santana will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Yeah, he smoked the fastball, so we'll see how they approach him in this at-bat.
Tap foul at home plate. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Second baseman, number 22, Jason.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
First and second here with nobody out. Now the double steal is on here. Hit to first. To Iglesias for one. On to first, and that takes care of Kipnis. A double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Hard liner toward short. And they're going to grab the lead here as this is down for extra bases. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Mike Napoli stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Verlander pauses. First pitch on the way. Out in front of it, strike one. The 0-1 delivery. And now the runner's trying for third. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Well, and Upton's throw is right on target. He's out at the plate. A run for the Indians on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 2-1 Cleveland. Jose Iglesias digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, number 1.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. Ian Kinsler will try again. Might still be a bit winded after that inside the park home run, his first at-bat. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. So striding in, Cameron Maben, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Stepping in, Victor Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And the go-ahead run will score on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 3-2 ball game. J.D. Martinez is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Tigers 3 and the Indians 2. Leading off the inning, Michael Brantley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Up and away to start the inning, it's 1-0.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
In there, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from first crosses the plate, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, there you go. That was easy. Leadoff single puts the guy in the stretch, and then bang. A triple here chases him home.
Lonnie Chisenhall is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
Turned on down the line. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, we know this is a guy on the mound that doesn't like to waste a lot of pitches. He's coming right after his man on an 0-2 pitch. But this one's just a little bit more of a cement mixer. A lot of spin, but no action. So this is a good swing right here, and he's going to drive in a run with it.
Here's the catcher, Jan Gomes. Grounded back up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for one. On to Cabrera, and it's a double play.
Oh, nice. Just a two-hopper to short. Can't ask for anything easier than that, and they'll roll up your basic 6-4-3.
Standing in now, number 30. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, well, you kind of get the sense that he's been guessing up there on the first 2 pitches, and he's been guessing wrong.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Indians on top, 4-3. Justin Upton is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Grounded to short. Lindor comes up with it. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so they will not challenge the play, and the call will stand with the runner safe at first base. Nick Castellanos is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brantley on the move. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double. So stepping in, James McCann. as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. The tag, and he is out at the plate.
Well, the runner from third winds up just walking home on the base hit here, but they try to wave the second runner in, and a good throw is going to wind up nailing him at home plate.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Well, one of the reasons he's not pitching well is because he's only thrown a first pitch strike about 50% of the time. That's not a good enough percentage to get ahead of hitters.
And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Ian Kinsler strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Tigers get just the 1. We played 4 full, and we are tied 4-4. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. Hit hard towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. It's fair to say that early on at least, the runs have come in bunches here this afternoon. A high-scoring affair thus far, and we're only in the 5th inning. Jason Kipnis steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. But he's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
Verlander into his motion. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. Francisco Lindor stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. And that'll keep it a 4-4 game. Cameron Maybin will start things off in the inning for Detroit. He'll be followed by Miguel Cabrera waiting on deck. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Martinez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. 5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. High and deep to straightaway right. Chisenhall going back on it, still going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. J.D. Martinez will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
And guys, I think the heavy stuff has arrived. This has got to be as hard as we've seen all afternoon.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Balled strike on the sinker, 2-2 now. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
The left fielder, number 8,
Justin Upton is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. And there's ball 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Back for more from Detroit after this. Mike Napoli steps in here to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Well, you know, guys, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, but he hasn't been able to get things done. He's not pitching well, and we're into the middle innings of this game now.
And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike 2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And I think this rain is definitely complicating matters out there. It's really coming down over the past 5 minutes or so. And, you know, when you're out there blinking and trying to keep the water out of your eyes and the rain's dripping off of your helmet, it's making your grip really slick. It's a tough situation for any hitter to be in, and it's no picnic for the pitcher out there either. But he was the strong one in this case and won this battle.
Third baseman.
Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, the hit and run is on here, and he doesn't quite hit this ball exactly the way he wants to. It's a high chopper, but it's going to wind up working out for him. This will be an infield single, so that runner's forced to stop at second base.
Justin Wilson will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Lonnie Chisenhall will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Right side. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Yan Gomes strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple. Through 5.5, we're tied at 4. Nick Castellanos will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Kluber gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he seems to be pitching him a little cautiously here. Maybe because he's 2 for 2 against him so far, but I think this is a guy you still need to come right after.
Shot toward right center. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. James McCann will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Chisenhall is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Ian Kinsler strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. 6 innings are in the books, all square, 4-4. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Number 30 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far.
Center fielder, number 30.
Hit well on the ground to first. Glove by Cabrera, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter
Carlos Santana digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Chopped foul right at home plate. 4 runs, 11 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Squared that one up just a little late. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit, and that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. On the ground up the middle. Flip of his glove for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Comerica Park right after this. Cameron Maben steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Center fielder, Cameron Maben.
Grounded foul off to the right. Kluber's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the seventh.
The first baseman.
Now to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. He singled his last time up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Now in the box, Victor Martinez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
This crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Now both runners are breaking. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. J.D. Martinez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. All knotted up. 4-4 the score here in the 7th. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
Now with runners at the corners and 2 strikes.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Justin Upton gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Tigers strand a pair. Still all square at 4 apiece. Francisco Lindor will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
To short, hit hard. Iglesias is there. In the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Well, they catch a break, and then they let it get away from him. He's able to reach first here on the throwing error, but then he gets a little greedy, and they tag him out trying to take the extra base.
Hit to short. Iglesias scoops it up onto first, and he's breezing through the eighth here with 2 quick outs.
The left fielder, number 23.
Michael Brantley ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And this is lined right back up the middle. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Jose Ramirez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
There goes Brantley. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that finds a seam for extra bases as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. And the run will score all the way from first. It's a 5-4 game.
What a clutch piece of hitting right there. You get the hit, you drive in the tying run. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take a lead in this ball game, and man, is he fired up.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Well, the run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's now 5-4 Tribe. Nick Castellanos digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. What do you guys think the plan is here to start the 8th inning?
Well, I'd bet they'll let him go until he gives up a base runner, and then after that, I think you've got to make a move.
1 away.
The catcher, number 34.
James McCann gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Swing and a liner. Foul. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Line to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Yeah, and that would have been nice to get that tying run on base, and this ball's definitely hit hard enough. It's just right at his man.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Left field and deep. Brantley going back, still ranging back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. 9th inning coming up. Cleveland's out in front, 5-4. Mark Lowe will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Yan Gomes will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's by him for strike 1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 pitch. Drilled to the left side. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Lifted the other way out to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Digging in, Carlos Santana, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this guy has much better power hitting from the left side. We'll see if he can jerk one out of here now.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Jason Kipnis comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. They lead it 5-4. Striding in to start the ninth, Ian Kinsler, and they'll need him to get something going here. Huber steps into his windup, and the pitch. Hit hard to short. Lindor takes it in and reined in 1 away.
Now batting,
Cameron Maben digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Liner towards second. Throw on to first takes care of Maben, and there are 2 away.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Miguel Cabrera is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, maybe it was a little surprising that he even went out there for the 9th inning. But he gets the job done, and he finishes off the complete game win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 5-4. So long from Motown.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Cleveland Indians: 5 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Tigers, 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 10 minutes. Our paid attendance at Comerica Park this afternoon, a sellout of 40,000. The Tigers thank you for attending today's game and remind you to buckle up and drive home safely.